First thing we look at setup, yeah. This is your left foot back. And I would say that's your left foot back, exactly, yeah. But look where your feet were there before. I mean, they were literally aiming over here. So everything you did at setup was kind of aiming for that green cross, yeah? You would try to bring the club on the inside, you would aim right, you would try and jam the elbow in, and do everything on social media that says to try and cure a slice or cure a fade or whatever you thought you had.
I used to over there, and I used to go, and you go, but that's where you were aiming. Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, exactly, yeah. And we can't see ourselves, yeah? So when you got into this position here now as the club goes back, your arms kind of got the club a bit sort of whipped inside here now, sort of very synonymous with someone trying to drag it round here, pulling the club back behind you. And your poor elbow when you get to the top of the backswing now is sort of stuck and trapped a bit across the line there, as you can see. So now from here, your arm's going to try and come back. I mean, your right elbow's kind of behind here, just it's got nowhere to go. And despite all your best efforts, you're going to be swinging from way on the inside in this direction, and your elbow just has to find somewhere to go. And as a result of you might be trying to sort of go in from here, you try and pull it around the outside to get out of the way, and then the balance is gone. So you step into it, and we're not going to see the strike because I want to put any bad visions in you. So the movement now as we turn back, okay, we're going to turn the body. So the club now is working what we call up the shaft line, yeah? So if I put a line through that, yeah, your club now works up this nicely. You're turning your torso and you're lifting your arms, yeah? So the club now is a little bit more down the line, okay? I mean, that's still not, I would say, the highest hands in the world, but we're getting certainly up there with a bit of space. And then, as you said, is this now swinging to the left? This is the feeling of you swinging to the left as we start coming down. The arms are falling, the feeling of doing this, as we said. Obviously, the body rotation now is going to move the arms towards the golf ball. We don't want to try and fire them at the ball. We just let the arms fall and they move in position, yeah? So the feeling of the arms going up and down, I think, feels more the sort of sensation. Yeah. As the body rotates, you see sort of coming back down that sort of outside line. The club here now is slightly behind you, which is a good position, to be fair. As you come through here now, I mean, if you look at that club shaft here at sort of pre-impact, there's no over the top from there. I mean, that club is way on the inside of the golf ball, yeah? I mean, over the top, you see the shaft somewhere over here, which you're nowhere near. Oh my God. There's space for your right arm now to go past your right hip. As you come through, you can rotate through. We can finish on target in balance, which is the thing you've been not doing a lot, and then we can see a nice little draw. And if we're in a draw, the club's got to be swinging the information given to the golf ball coming from this direction. If you were doing what you felt you were doing, either swinging over the top here, the shots you would see were either straight pulls left or that sort of shot. Yeah. Most of your fade shots or cut shots are kind of starting there and just doing that. They just start right and just fall off the side further right. Crazy. And then your way of trying to fix that brought in the unmentionables. And then, of course, then you try and fix that. Now you're like, oh, my God, I'm going to try and fix... And you don't want to go over the top, so you daren't do the stuff we've talked about today.
I used to go over the top a few years ago.
Yeah, maybe years ago, possibly.
And maybe that's why
I've
been trying to go...
tipped it
I'm trying to go like that. I'm going the other way.
Yeah, you've tipped it from one side of the scale to the other. We see that quite a lot with golfers in sort of, like you said, been playing 5 years, COVID. So you see kind of golfers go through this sort of... From one side, you get golfers who are too steep, and they shallow the club out, they go too much. Or golfers who are too sort of over the top, they start coming too far underneath or whatever. So I think as a simplistic feel, torso turns, arms lift. And when the arms lift, the arms then fall back down. And when you start falling the arms back down, you get on a really, really good kind of swing plane there as you come back. I mean, that's splitting through your right forearm, lovely. Really, really good position. And it's getting there naturally without you having to try to jam the elbow in and do all these jazzy things that social media kind of promote for you to do, yeah? Wow. So I would say practice at home, couple of tee pegs, just learn your low point and where the strike is, maybe put on a doormat or something so you don't dig up the garden or whatever, and just learn where that club is. And the sensation when you're doing that is that, okay, I'm going to feel the club exiting kind of up over my left shoulder here, yeah? I'm not trying to swing out from where you are sort of towards me. I think you're swinging your arms to 11 o'clock, yeah? If the target's 12, I'm swinging for sort of like 7:30, that sort of position in here and coming around to 11 o'clock. I'm not swinging from sort of 8 to 2 and trying to swing cover drive, I guess, or whatever, yeah? So, make sense?
It does. I'm actually, in a strange way, quite pleased.
Yeah.
I honestly thought I was going over the top, which is so hard. It's so hard.
And I think it's a stigma around that sort of over the top or a scoop. Or these like buzzwords that people go, oh, I'm over the top, I'm over the top. I wouldn't say you've been anywhere near over the top in the last 6 months if you've been playing once a week, yeah? Okay. You've always been coming underneath, too far behind and just got stuck. And as you said yourself, where'd your elbow go? Yeah. I have nowhere to go.
Ozzy this morning, I couldn't play a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
I was bringing it back and I was like, well, I can't,
exactly.
I can't get to the ball.
Yeah,
I was just
exactly. Because you've taken your arm back and done this, and now the whole of your right body's in the way.
Horrible.
Nah, it's not a nice feeling, is it? Yeah.